Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to another young lady who was talked about quite a bit from her episode. Let's take a look.
I just,
Oh God.
I'm not loud and rowdy, but I just feel like I might be a lot. I know I feel chill right now.
All right, name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Angelique. I'm 32.
Okay.
It was the lashes comment. Women are gonna women. You
Right.
know, we're gonna do what we're gonna do.
That's why y'all stay single and you don't pop the balloon at 32.
And I think for a man to make a comment about the things that we do, makeup, hair, lashes, like I get that it's not your preference, but let women be women
Right.
or don't date us. It was the age.
I can't stand when women are disrespectful. Don't date us. Let women be women or don't date us.
Women be women
Right.
or don't date us.
Shut up.
It was the age. I'm 32. You're 28. Is that what I remember? Yeah. And when you first said it, I thought about popping, but I was like, no, girl, don't block blessings. Just keep on listening. But it just kept popping up in my head.
And then you blocked your blessing. Shut up.
And I have to listen to my gut. Okay. She's never going to lead me astray.
It just did. Shut up.
So it is the age. I hate it. I know. I'm sorry.
Look at Arlette. Arlette's like, shut up.
Okay. So, so and
And now look at her sitting beside the dude that she turned down. Why are y'all sitting beside each other? Did he smack? I bet you he smacked. I I bet y'all. I bet y'all 55 cents that he smacked. Yo. Let's check it out.
Angelique,
Did
yeah, the
it? I
comments ate
bet
you
you.
up. And my
They
facial
tried
expressions.
Did he?
Goodness gracious.
Did he smack? They said.
So,
Look at they shoulder. They shoulders
ate you
almost
up. And my
touching.
facial expressions.
Goodness gracious.
Look, they shoulders almost touching. He smacked. I know he did. I know he smacked. I know it.
So, it was like a trend.
Look. He whispering. Yeah. You gonna let me smack again, baby? You gonna let me undo them dreads?
And and everybody started
He
catching on like this
smacked.
girl keeps hanging onto her balloon until the last minute when it's you and down to like one other person. And there were comments like, oh, I feel like she's blocking other people's blessings. Somebody else could have been had their balloon still at the end. How do you feel about that?
I feel like watching it, I totally understand why people feel that way.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's not what I was doing. So everyone was incorrect. It's all about perspective. I and I'm gonna sit here and be real with y'all.
Wrong.
And for everyone that's standing in the line, you sometimes can forget you're even standing there.
Wrong.
And it's very possible to forget that you're even standing there. And that happened a couple of times for me. Like I zoned out. I was overthinking some of the things. Like it just happened. So me waiting until the last minute, it wasn't intentional. It was I'm kind of thinking about what's going on here, what I should do, and then the other part is, dang, I'm standing here. What is happening up here? These people are looking at me.
Nobody's agreeing with you. You're going down in flames right now. Again. You went down in flames on the show. You're going down in flames right now. Yeah. Yeah, she's tweaked out.
Never, ooh, I'm gonna wait and be the last one. It was never that. I never thought of that.
Okay.
So when that came out, I was like, huh?
Look, they don't even like her. they just, they don't even. You're not even getting heckled. They don't. She's just annoying. She has issues. Jesus Christ, man. God bless her.
What are we talking about, y'all?
So, like for example, because one of the first few things that people say when they come out is their age. So you did
Right.
it twice with the age. You
Right.
held on till the last minute, but that's one of the first things they say. So if that is something that's like a deal breaker for you in a way, like how come you didn't pop right away for those?
It's a deal breaker in a way.
Okay.
It's not like the end all be all. It's possible, but it's like, well, let me think about this. What do I feel? Because that's important to me. The energy, the feeling, like that's important to me.
Okay.
That's exactly why y'all be single for so long and don't know how to choose good men, because you choose off of your feelings and then you get your feelings hurt and your heart gets broken because you didn't choose off of common sense and logic and actual reality. You choose off of something that doesn't even exist. Feelings don't exist. Feelings, we just feel them, but they're not real. They're not the real world. They change. Feelings are fickle. Feelings are very tender and very, it's easy to affect feelings. That's why you're single.
So that's what I was thinking the whole time. It was never, okay, they came out, they're 27, pop, pop, pop. It was never that for me.
Okay.
Because certain things you can or can't change, like your height, your age, where you are, and like certain things just can either be fixed and they just kind of don't matter, and some things do. And it's just everything collectively. What am I feeling? What am I thinking? Unfortunately.
Okay. And then another thing that was coming up when you popped on Jay, you said, something about, women are going to women. If you don't like it, don't date us. What did you mean
You're,
by that? Can you elaborate?
I sure can.
Okay.
I mean, a lot.
She means she's gonna want to do whatever she wants to do because she's too stubborn to listen to anybody. But at the same time, women want to date men who are leaders and they want somebody who's going to come over and pay their bills and do X, Y, and Z for them and be a provider and protect them and keep them safe. But if you want somebody who is going to be the head of the house, then you probably need to listen to some of the things that he has to say. He's the head of the house. He's the man. He's the leader. He's the king. So guess what? If he wants a woman who doesn't have eyelashes, long super batarangs on her eyes, then you probably should not wear them. And if you wear them, guess what? You're just going to be single because he's the leader. He's the head of the house. He's the king, not you. You can be the queen by yourself, or you can be the, I guess that would be called a queen regent. I think that, whatever. Or you can be the queen and have a king in your house. If you want a king in your house, you got to let him be the king. Women.
Allow people to be whoever they're going to be. And that's men and women. Because a lot of people came out and was like, well, y'all pop because men are short. No, Bookies. Like, I never said that because you can't change your height, right? But I can change my lash. I can change if I want to wear makeup or not. But my thing is, that's my thing. Let me just be me. I want to come out and wear my lash. Let me do that and you love me regardless.
Okay.
Or today I don't want to do that and I want to have a plain face and just wear my sunscreen. Let me do that and you love me regardless. Realize that it has nothing to do with my heart. Realize that it has everything to do with just who I want to be in this moment. But since we are talking about the lashes and that whole thing, I do want to make sure I give you an apology for that because like I said, I overthink quite a bit. And what I was thinking in my head is not the same as what actually came out my mouth. And so when I watched the show back and I realized that people are thinking that I'm trying to say you should go date men, that was not my intention at all.
Wrong.
My thing is, this lineup has been extremely consistent. There was one young lady on my episode, or our episode, who did not have on makeup. But other than that, this lineup has been extremely consistent. So it's like, if these aren't the type of women that you like to date, don't. Because there are 1,000 different women out here. And that's really what I was trying to say.
Wrong.
I'm glad she cleared that up.
Wrong.
That made sense.
Wrong.
You said you felt like it was an attack on your manhood, right? You said something along those lines. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, I mean, I've been consistently attacked for my manhood on this show, you know, but I think you popped prematurely on me because there's levels to it, right? Like her lashes was like those little caterpillars that was black that we ain't seen since we was like 15. But yours, like I could see through it. You couldn't see through hers. I could see through yours, and I actually complimented your lashes, right? So I like the individuals. I like the hybrids. I like those lashes. I don't like the little strips. But also when makeup is supposed to be natural.
Oh shoot. Letty looked at her. Look at her lashes right now. Look at her.
But also when
I think Arlette was looking at her. What's his face, my boy?
makeup is supposed to be natural, but it doesn't look natural, that's something that I don't like. So if the makeup is supposed to look natural,
Like, look at her eye, bro. It looked like a frying pan. It looked like a very, very small frying pan. Look at her. Look at her, man. She looks like an Asian in blackface. That's just look at her, right? She has eyeshadow like her. It looks it looks more human, right? It looks. Let's continue.
right? Like lashes, they're supposed to look natural. But if it's supposed to look unnatural, like I complimented you on your eyeshadow, right?
And I said, thank you.
I don't think niggas is running around with fuchsia eyelids and that's matching they fuchsia lips. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was looking good. I liked it. So I can appreciate the creative, inspiration behind that. But we all have seen those posts where it'll be a man with a full beard and he do his makeup and he look like we can't even tell. So that's my thing is like we want it to look natural and we just don't want to have to see your baby pictures. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. But I like your lashes today.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate
and I
that.
liked them that day.
Thank you, and I appreciate that.
I didn't like hers though.
Stop it.
But that was my whole point. Was just like let her wear whatever she want to wear. It shouldn't be a comment about it. And that was my point.
Okay,
get it.
let's take. Oh, go ahead, Joey. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I know after going viral, there were a lot of people asking, why does she wear the wig anyway? Women need to be more confident, understand that we don't care about fake hair. And I agree with you.
It's not about them. It's about us.
It's about us. We don't get up in the morning like, oh my God, this is for the men. You know, we see certain looks that we want to achieve, that we desire, and because of our different types of hair textures and hair lengths, sometimes we can't achieve it. So we do it just for fashion, we do it for style, we do it for looks. We don't do it for you. We don't care. I mean, now don't get me wrong. I'd love to consider my person. You know, I do want to, how do you think about this? How do you, but we don't do it for you guys. So I did not wear the wig because I wasn't confident. She does not wear lashes because she's not confident. As women, it's about beauty. That's why y'all looking at us in the first place too. You know, we're beauty. We're beautiful people. So just wanted to agree with you on that.
Thank you.
So if y'all don't do it for us, then why would you come on Pop the Balloon with it then? Why would you come on Pop the Balloon with something that's not for us? Come on there without it. We tell you all the time we don't like it. So why would you keep coming up there with it on? What am I missing here? What are these girls saying? What are y'all saying? What are these women trying to say to us right now? Cuz I'm not getting it. I'm not getting y'all point. I don't think y'all are making a point right now. We don't like it. And you just admitted that you don't care. You just admitted that it's not for us. So if it's just for you and you're just being selfish coming on the show being a narcissist, then what is the point of you even coming on the show? Then just stay home and let somebody else who doesn't wear that stuff, who actually does things that men like and what we pursue and want to marry and wife, let them come on the show and y'all just stay home. What am I missing here?
You know how I look at it now? I look at it as, you know how when your little daughter and your niece dress up in makeup and be like, hey, mommy, look how pretty I am. And she looks crazy, makeup down here, makeup over here, smeared lip gloss. And she thinks she looks so beautiful. I feel like that's how men look at us. Like, you do not need all that stuff. But we looking at us like, we look good. You know?
That was cute.
Yeah. That's exactly it. So you should stop wearing it then. What? Isn't she does she realize what she's saying, or is she on my side? Are we on the same side, or is she like is she saying this and she doesn't realize that she's proving the men's point right now?
But we looking at us like we look good, you know?
That was
good
cute.
analogy.
It's not
Yeah,
a need.
yeah,
It's an
that was cute.
accessory. The same way we polish our nails red, that's the same. To me, it's an accessory. Now, some women probably do feel like they need it to cover certain things and flaws, but for some of us, it's an accessory. Just like our heels, just like our rings and our earrings, our makeup is an accessory.
Yeah,
To me.
Right.
so the point you were saying, like where you said he shouldn't comment on it, I kind of disagree with that because it's like everybody should be able to comment on what they like or dislike, right?
Yeah.
Like to say like, oh, let a woman just be a woman. It's like, well, you can do that, but if a guy is saying, hey, I don't like this, it's like he should be able to comment on something he doesn't like about her because women do it all the time, right? I don't like his height. I don't like this. I don't like that, and it's accepted. But if a man has like a preference that he states, then it's like, don't comment on women. It's like, you comment on men, right?
But that was my
Nope, you can't even rebuttal that. He nipped you right in the bud. He nipped you right in the bud, my boy. He nipped you. Women can have standards, but men are not allowed to have standards. Well, guess what? That's too bad because we going to have them. And that's the whole premise of the show. The whole premise of Pop the Balloon is to bring your standards and pop your balloon based on your standards. That's the whole premise of the show. That's the whole premise. So whatever you're about to say ain't gonna make sense. Who cares?
Like,
Shut up.
Don't comment on women. It's like
and all that. Like that's my
men, right?
But that was my point. Like you just said about height and all that. Like that's my point. You cannot
Hey, look at his face. He's like, that's not the point. He made the stupid face. Watch his face.
point. Like you just said about height and all that. Like that's my point.
Look at his face. Like that ain't what you just said, my boy. Nigga, what you?
You cannot change the fact that you short or if you're tall, right? Me and my lashes, I can rip these off and put on a whole new pair or not. Or I can put on some mascara if I want to, or individuals. That's my point though. That has absolutely nothing to do with who I am as an individual. It's just this is fun for me. This has nothing to do with my heart whatsoever. And so to judge me on that, just like I shouldn't judge you for your height, is the same thing because your height doesn't make you. Or your weight doesn't make you. Whatever you're wearing that day does not make you. And I think that's the thing. That's the issue I think I had with the comments and everything else is because I didn't pop for superficial. I had with the comments and everything else is because I didn't pop for superficial reasons. But I got a lot of those superficial comments. And it's like, no, if you're here to find love for real, then you wouldn't be popping for that because those things do not matter. Like the lashes.
Okay.
Or hats.
Danny, I see you shaking your head.
Bruh, I think this girl's slow, man. How can you be this stubborn? My gosh. Look at his face. He's like, why did I smack? I should have never smacked this girl. I should have never hit this. I'm guarantee you that he smacked this. I guarantee you. I know he did. She doesn't know what she wants. I think she's slow for real. I think she's like actually slow, but she's trying to mask it by being stubborn and trying to like prove her point. It's like no, just say you're wrong, because you just don't sound like you're even listening to what is being said. Listen, look at these people's faces. Look at his face. He was shaking his head at you. He was making a face. She made a face. She made a face. He just tried to rebuttal. He just tried to give you the whole point, and you still. My God. Even Arlette is the one who brought it up and was calling you out like, yeah, you popped your balloon for superficial reasons. Blah, blah, blah. Man, this girl, I think she might be slow. I don't know. God bless her.
No. No
You
comment?
do got something to say. Say it, Bookie. Come on.
Micah.
If he won't say it, I will. You have to be attracted to somebody to move forward to that level. Like granted, you can't be superficial, but Like if that's just not your preference, and not saying anything about what you said. Like I
Right.
agree with what you said. But if we're being realistic, like that's your preference. Like I love me a black man. Like I love black men. So just because there is a guy out there of another race that's attractive, that doesn't make him less attractive because I don't want to pursue him or I don't think he's a great person. He can be the nicest, most generous person out there, but if you don't have those attributes that I'm looking for, I'm not actively pursuing you or trying to even see what love is like with you. Not saying that there wouldn't be some random, once in a million, lifetime instance where we might click, we might connect, but that's all left up to chance. So I think
I'm not about to sit with no woman that don't know what a good wig or bad wig is, what love is like with her.
All right.
We ain't come all natural. You come out there to put your best foot forward.
Literally.
And if your best foot forward is your lashes hanging off the side, I didn't even watch the episode, but if it look whack, then that's what you come out the house looking like. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Pop.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at another moment of Angelique.
She could have gave a better example, but yeah, like we don't have to like you because women are going to women. Not, stay single. Pop. Get out of here. Like my boy said. Yo, he look like a running back, don't he?